boy, these are big men, well-conditioned men. The Angel Death going for the body slam, but Dr. Death's got him up. He's going for the stampede. What a stampede by the Doctor. We're just about out of time here, everybody. But Dr. Death got a victory. What a victory for the Dr. Death. And Michael Hayes is on the pattern.
From the historic Cowtown Coliseum, next to Billy Bob's, Texas, in the heart of the Fort Worth Stockyards, it's Power Pro Wrestling. 60 minutes of the wildest action in professional wrestling, featuring the stars of the Universal Wrestling Federation.
Hello again, everybody, and a happy holiday season to you, and welcome to Power Pro Wrestling. I'm Jim Ross, and I'm in the Cowtown Coliseum next to the legendary Billy Bob's, Texas, here in the heart of the Fort Worth Stockyards, with another great hour of Power Pro Wrestling. Some exciting things, some Christmas features. Very much, I think we could call it a video Christmas card in the hour to be coming your way. You'll also see great tag team action that will be highlighted by the Fantastics taking on Jack Victory and Mike George. That should be a great matchup. We'll show a special feature on the one-man gang and Hacksaw Jim Duggan situation. We'll also see a special feature involving the mismatches, the run-ins, as it were, in the Universal Wrestling Federation, and a statement from Cowboy Bill Watts not only about the bunkhouse brawls, but also about Terry Gordy in the Universal Heavyweight Championship situation. That comment coming from Bill Watts later in the hour. I'll also have Terry Taylor here to do color commentary. It's going to be a great hour, some special features, a lot of holiday wishes, and some great action right here on Power Pro Wrestling. Right now, let's go down to the ring and Doyle King.
This is your opening event of the evening. It features first, behind me, 282 pounds from Libya, the Libyan.
Iceman King Parsons making his way to the ring, and we'll see a glimpse of the Iceman momentarily. The Iceman and the Libyan, we've got great Christmas features, that video Christmas card, feature on Hacksaw Duggan, the one-man gang, and a whole lot more in this hour. Great Christmas program, our Power Pro Christmas edition, and Terry Taylor will be joining me later in the hour.
And weighing in at 230 pounds from St. Louis, the Iceman, King Parsons. This event has a 10-minute time limit. It is for one fall.
Power Pro Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for being with us. Don't forget the Fantastics coming your way later in the hour, and they'll be going against Jack Victory and Mike George. The very special Christmas feature that Joel Watts has produced. We'll also see the UWF Tag Team Champions, Bad Leroy Brown and Wild Bill Irwin, in the hour. And this is Iceman King Parsons, one of the hardest working men in the Universal Wrestling Federation, 230-pounder from St. Louis. Special hello to all the great wrestling fans in St. Louis watching our program on KDNL, as the big roundhouse right from the Libyan did not find a home, and the Iceman quick to duck out of the way. I know Iceman King Parsons, along with the entire Universal Wrestling Federation organization, looking forward to being in St. Louis in 1987, along with several other great cities, and the 1987 national tour plans will be released on our network here in the next few weeks, so keep it right here on this television station for those exciting announcements. The Libyan backing Iceman King Parsons to the ropes. A thunderous chop and a second one by the Libyan. Iceman King Parsons showing his athletic ability and his ability to chop, as the Libyan decides the safest place for him to be is away from the Iceman and out of the ring. Bunkhouse brawls coming up throughout the Universal Wrestling Federation area. I'll tell you, the rules of that match are awful simplistic. You either say, "I quit," or you bleed. That's how you're eliminated. Wrestlers wearing jeans, boots, tape fist, belts and buckles, whatever they care to bring to the ring. It's a street fight, bunkhouse brawl. Nothing like it and nowhere else but the UWF do you find it with first blood, I quit stipulations. Nice reversal by Iceman King Parsons, who certainly isn't intimidated by the fact that the Libyan outweighs him some 50-plus pounds in this opening contest on Power Pro Wrestling, as the third man in the ring, Tommy Gilbert, senior official in UWF. And the Libyan showing some offensive spark that we haven't seen as of late. Powerful forearm by the Libyan. He's certainly improving. And he walked right into a tremendous chop and a headbutt by Iceman King Parsons. Nice reversal. Iceman with the leapfrog. And the rumper stumper, and it found a home there. The legs grapevine, and we've got three and a winner. Iceman King Parsons with the victory. And I'll be back with Terry Taylor right after this timeout.
Behold the beer belly. 50 million Americans need a shortcut to get from fat to flat. Introducing the Gut Buster. It's the ultimate fitness machine specifically designed to firm and flatten the stomach as nothing else can. And ladies, if you're as serious as he is, that flat stomach you had in high school can be yours again. Basic spring-ups like these work the upper abdominal region. Reverse for tension-assisted high-risers. This sturdy unit travels easily so you can exercise anywhere. And it's yours with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So go ahead, Gut Busters. If you're serious about a flat stomach, exercise your right to call toll-free now.
To order, call 1-800-453-3599. That's 1-800-453-3599. Use your credit card to avoid COD charges, or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling to The Gut Buster, Box 60, Department E, Los Angeles, California. That toll-free number again is 1-800-453-3599.
Thanks very much for staying with us, everybody, on Power Pro Wrestling. Jim Ross back with you along with Terry Taylor. Terry, thanks for being with us.
Of course, it's a pleasure to be here in the Universal Wrestling Federation and here with you today, Jim.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in this segment, we're going to talk about a subject that Terry Taylor has a great deal of knowledge on, and that's Hacksaw Jim Duggan. As we all know, Terry and Hacksaw have been teaming a great deal as of late, but he has seemingly, I don't know, maybe an obsession with a one-man gang.
Yeah, sometimes you tell, you can look at it because he's not his old, usual, cheerful self, even on the interviews when the people see him. And Jim and I are friends, and I know him well enough that this thing with the one-man gang is not superficial, it's not just business anymore. It's a personal, deep-down hatred, and I really am afraid for one man or the other's safety or health in this matter.
A lot of people have said that at any time when those two men meet, it could be the last match of their career. And last week on Power Pro Wrestling, it was scheduled to be Buddy Jack Roberts in the one-man gang, but the president and chairman of the board, I might add, of the Double G Lumber Company made an appearance. Let's go back in time 1 week and rejoin that matchup.
Going against him tonight, one of the fabulous Freebirds, weighing in at 235 pounds from Bad Street, USA, Buddy Jack Roberts.
Wait a minute, Mr. TV announcer. Everybody knows since one-man gang's been in the UWF, he's been beating up on people. Well, sooner or later, it had to come down between me and you, one-man gang. And tell you the truth, I don't have the most patience in the world, and I'm sick and tired of waiting.
Hey, Hacksaw Duggan, who wasn't scheduled to even wrestle on television here, he has had all he can stand of the one-man gang. There's a challenge. Look at Buddy Roberts. He just bopped the gang right in the eye.
That's right. He's trying to break it up. He's a big-hearted guy, Jim Ross. Look at this. Duggan is saving one-man gang from the beating of his life. That's right.
Buddy Roberts hit Duggan and then ran away.
He's trying to break it up, Jim. Trying to break it up. There he goes again, trying to break it up. Hey, 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 what is this?
The gang and Duggan. Boy, what a brutal physical feud this is. Any way to get it settled, there's someone going to get hurt in this situation. Look at Buddy Roberts. There goes the referee. The dressing rooms are emptying here. They're trying to get Duggan and the gang separated.
And don't see how they can. These two men want to get at each other bad, Jim Ross. Whoa!
There goes Mike Reed all the way out to the floor. The ring now is Buddy Roberts surveying the action somewhat. The one-man gang is hammering people. Hacksaw Duggan is hammering people.
They're hitting everyone just to get to each other, Jim Ross.
Whatever it takes for Duggan and gang to settle their situation once and for all, that's what's going to happen.
You know there's some pain being inflicted in that huddle. Fists are flying.
Duggan with those big grade A hams. They're trying to get Duggan away from the gang, and likewise with Akbar trying to get his people, get the gang out of the ring. This thing is really broken loose. Hacksaw Duggan challenging the one-man gang. He wants war.
I've never seen such a serious face in my life. Looks like they want it right now.
Hacksaw Duggan was hammering friends and foes alike, and now the big men are right back at it. The wrestlers in the ring, some and all, they're all trying to break this thing up before it gets entirely out of hand. Akbar still on the outside, directing traffic, but Duggan right back in the game. Well, I'll tell you something. This thing, they've got everybody in the cook in the ring to get it broken apart. Hacksaw Duggan and the one-man gang. Duggan was not even scheduled for television. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to get this darn thing back together. We'll be right back after this time out.
Wrestling fans, now available for the first time ever, a complete package of souvenirs of your favorite wrestlers. Introducing the UWF Power Packs. Inside you get a complete biography of your favorite wrestler, an official t-shirt, black and white and color 8x10, plus a giant color poster and an official VIP fan club certificate. Power Packs available on these great superstars: Oklahoma Steve Dr. Death Williams, 1986 Tag Team of the Year, The Fantastics, High Flying Terry Taylor, The Unpredictable Missing Link, and Lovely Dark Journey, and the sensational Ted DiBiase. A value worth well over $30 can be yours for only $19.95. Just in time for Christmas. To order, send cashier's check or money order for $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling to UWF Power Packs, 1919 Caroline, Houston, Texas, 77002. MasterCard and Visa customers call toll-free 1-800-233-8741. Texas residents call 1-800-327-2151. Remember to indicate shirt size. Supplies limited. Order now for Christmas.
You know, folks, I want to do things a little different. Many times you sat down and you turned on your TV set and you saw old Hacksaw come jumping out there, and I've been ranting and I've been raving and I've been telling you what's going on. But I want to say one thing right now. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. A special time of year for me, as I'm sure it's for a lot of you folks. And I have a lot of things to be thankful for here at the UWF. It's been a rough year for Hacksaw. I've had 4 major injuries, 2 of which almost put me out of professional wrestling. I have a long time to sit back and think about what was important to me. I knew what's important to me in my heart. I knew it was the UWF. I knew it was pro wrestling. And I knew it was you people out there. Because many times this past year, Hacksaw Jim Duggan's been down there on the ground. And I've been being beaten, and I've been being bloodied. And in the back of my mind that was creeping through my body, I almost wanted to give up. But you people pulled me through that. Thank you. Merry Christmas, tough guy.
Hi, yeah, we're not just a couple of Christmas trees standing out here with ornaments all over us. We're the Fantastics. 2 guys proud to be a part of the Universal Wrestling Federation. Right. We'd like to take this opportunity right now to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, Feliz Navidad. It's a very special time of year. You know, there's a lot of joy and love throughout the world, Tommy, and nobody knows more about love and joy than us, because what the fans give us out there. And when they support us and come down around the ring, we steal a few hugs and kisses, shake a few hands, sign a few autographs. It just shows us how much you mean to us. And we'd like to take this opportunity once again, as 1987 is coming, Tommy. It's been a hard year for us. We're going to have a much better year, brother, because we're learning to fight fire with fire, and that's exactly what the Fantastics
That's right. You know, Bobby, you say it's been a tough year for us. Well, it's been a great year for us, actually, because we've held the belts, the UWF title belts, which are the most prestigious belts in professional wrestling today, for the longest period of time. And we're just very happy and thankful that we got that chance. And we'd just like to say thank you to everybody out there, and a very Merry Christmas to each and every one of you.
We've got a lot more Power Pro action coming your way. 2 great tag team matches, in fact. But, Terry, I wanted to ask you a question. We're going to see a feature in just a few minutes. It's got to be awfully frustrating to have a match going, and all of a sudden you're wrestling one guy and there's 2 or 3 more there. That's what we're going to address in this feature. We'll also hear from Cowboy Bill Watts, but I'd like to get your thoughts on that situation and the bunkhouse brawls.
Well, first of all, Jim, you were talking about it is frustrating. You know, you have the managers are one thing, but to have other wrestlers at ringside, it's more than just a distraction, because when you're in there, it's hard enough to concentrate on one guy or his partner and also your own partner. So when you have all these distractions and outside influence, whether it's the women or a manager or just another wrestler with an interest at ringside, it's really hard to concentrate, and there's a lot of things going on, and I think Bill Watts is going to cover it pretty well in his statement. But there's a lot of things going on. It's the fever pitch. It's the #1 wrestling here in the UWF, the Power Pro and everything, and the stakes are so high, everybody gives it their best. And I think that what they talk about the bunkhouse brawls is first blood. If you bleed, you're out, or you have to quit. Now that's going to be after you've already had a match that night, and everybody's geared up for it. There's a lot of bad feelings. Everybody's going to be in there at one time, and I'm going to be in a bunch of them, and I'm excited about it, but I'm also just a little bit nervous.
I'm anxious to hear what Cowboy Bill Watts has to say about that, but before we hear those comments, let's see what precipitated the president's comments. He also has something interesting to say about the Universal Heavyweight Championship you don't want to miss. Here it is.
As president of Mid-South Sports and the Universal Wrestling Federation, the buck stops here. And of course, I've always maintained that you win a title in the ring, that's where you ought to lose it. And we've been strong and supported that issue very proudly. And the thing with Terry Gordy has confused a lot of people, and we've got a lot of male pro and con because we stripped him of the title. However, when I was talking about losing the title when you weren't in the ring, I was talking about some federations that have matches booked in towns they're not even scheduled to wrestle in, and have champions supposedly against opponents they've never known and don't intend to wrestle, and then they say that this guy lost the title to that guy and there's a new champion. And we've had a case like that just recently we all know about. That's not what I'm talking about. Terry Gordy was booked to defend the Universal Wrestling title against the one-man gang. He was here and in the arena that night scheduled to wrestle. In another bout he was also included in as a 6-man tag match. He claims injury. I'm not doubting his word. However, in the ensuing time, he wouldn't let us get him to a doctor for examination. He also has refused to get it operated on, so I'm not sure just how badly injured Terry Gordy was. But the most important thing is that you fans pay your hard-earned dollars to come to the arena, and you should get what you pay for. We have so many cases of injuries, missed planes, bad weather, where people that are booked cannot be there. That when they're there and somebody like Michael Hayes decides that Terry Gordy's not going to defend the title, we are not going to stand for that. Therefore, he was in the ring and the one-man gang was in the ring, and when he refused to wrestle, he forfeited the title. And that's how come the one-man gang is now the Universal Wrestling Champion. So he won it in the ring, but he lost it in the ring.
He knows that Young is Duggan's friend, and Gary Young's head and face rammed right into the steel ring post by Leroy Brown.
And look at Michael Hayes. He's going after an injured Jeff Gaylord.
There's no reason for that. Hayes, he just had not seen enough. He said, that's not what I wanted. I wanted somebody hurt.
Oh, that's not right.
Boy, he busted.
They should have some kind of rule against stuff like this. This is uncalled for. It's unsportsmanship-like, but then it's very Michael Hayes, what he will do at any time.
Gaylord's head just rammed into that steel ring post. You can hear Hayes saying, get on him, and Gaylord has been busted open.
He's bleeding. He's bleeding, and I'll tell you what, this could discourage Jeff Gaylord. I'm sure this never happened to him in football. There's got to be a fine right here.
Keep your eye on Jack Victory. He's at ringside. He's an opportunist. Sabot kick, and he caught it. Chavo Guerrero has nailed Hollywood John Tatum, and look at this. Chavo, Victory moved Tatum out of the way, but Chavo nailed Jack Victory. Tatum.
The team of Cruz and George now. And there's Jack Victory. And Victory has no business in this match. Chavo Guerrero, he's got rid of the coat. It's breaking down a Power Pro Wrestling. And we're out of time.
Missy Hart, Eddie Gilbert had just hammered and is hammering the missing link with that chair right to the side of the head. Gilbert's not blind. We knew that. Gilbert with that chair, and he's leveling the missing link all right to the side of his head, hammering his ear and the side of his head with that chair. The referee's calling for the bell. Gilbert trying to get rid of the missing link and leave Dark Journey all by himself. Gilbert was never blind. He had that irritation. I mentioned that. But he was not blinded. And now Steiner gnawing away at the ear of the missing link.
Without a doubt, in all professional sports, it seems like violence is definitely on an upswing. And no matter what any group tries to do, any governing body, it doesn't seem to be the answer. In the National Football League, they've started instant replays where they look at the calls made by the officials and see whether they were correct or not. However, they don't look at all the calls that the officials make and make those calls for them. And on many plays, there's just as many crucial situations that the officials miss, and there's an awful lot of officials on the field. And of course, in wrestling, it's always been wild and woolly. And I've always maintained that if you need the official to save you in a match as a professional wrestler, then you shouldn't be in the ring. You better be in there and be man enough to make your own breaks, take your lumps, and hope you come out on top. However, I remember years ago when things were really getting out of hand, and Dusty Rhodes and I were tag team partners. And we came up with a new concept, a brand new idea, something that had never been done, a bull rope match. And then a bull rope tag team match where the opponents were tied together from one end of a bull rope to another, and a big iron bell was in there. And it created a real problem for everybody involved. We got our lumps, but we gave some, and it's definitely more blessed to give and receive. There's been so much outside interference, so much 2 and 3 on 1, so many things happening right now that we too have come up with a new idea that we're going to incorporate. A first blood bunkhouse brawl. If you bleed, you're eliminated. Or else if you get thrown out, and you can come back in as many times as you want until you quit. We're going to finally see among all these big tough guys who's just the baddest man in town is. And they can wear anything they want, because when these run-ins are coming in their street clothes and everything else, so they want to wear cowboy boots, belts with huge buckles on them, blue jeans, football gear for Dr. Death Duggan, anything they want, they can be in there. But the man that emerges is going to be the toughest guy from a bunkhouse brawl.
Some very strong and pointed comments from the president of the Universal Wrestling Federation. What else would you expect from him? You know what's on his mind at all times.
Right. Bill Watson's never one to mix words. But Terry Gordy is out here complaining about getting the belt stolen from him. Well, he wouldn't submit to a doctor's, you know, he wouldn't let a doctor check him out. And it's like the Dolphins showing up one time and saying, hey, I'm sorry, my team's not healthy. We can't play today with the stands full. And Terry Gordy, it's your own fault.
Ladies and gentlemen, he'll get his fair opportunity to go against the one-man gang. He will have to earn that opportunity, and you'll see a great tag team matchup momentarily. Terry Taylor and I'll be right back. The tag team champions will be in action.
Your second event of the evening is a tag team match featuring the Universal Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. General Skandar Akbar presents from Chicago, 380 pounds, Bad Leroy Brown. The other half of the tag team champions, weighing 290 pounds, from Minnesota, Wild Bill Irwin. Their opponents for this match, weighing 247 pounds, from Houston, Gary Young. And from Dallas, weighing 240 pounds, Mike Reed. This event has a one-fall, 10-minute time limit. It is a non-title matchup.
And the all-Texan team of Gary Young and Mike Reed will take on Bad Leroy Brown and Wild Bill Irwin. And perhaps the most interested spectator in the house right now is sitting beside me, Terry Taylor. And with Terry and Hacksaw Duggan teaming up, and I made the statement on the UWF program that I predict that they will be the next UWF Tag Team Champions. And whether my prediction will come true, Terry, that's going to be up to you and Hacksaw Duggan.
Well, that's true. You know, Jim and I have been working out a lot, and he's got his sights set on one-man gang, but we've also talked about it, and we really would like to hurt Devastation any way we can. If we can get those tag belts away from Skandar Akbar, that's exactly what we'll do.
Nice reversal by Gary Young and a nice hip lock. I think Gary Young's improving immensely here on Power Pro Wrestling. We've seen him in some very, very tough matches.
Yeah, but he always comes back the next week and gives it his best.
He certainly does. That's a mark of a champion, I'll tell you. Wild Bill Irwin, speaking of champions, one half of the UWF Tag Team Championship combination. And when you're on top of the mountain in tag team wrestling, every match is an important match. There's opponents, as Terry Taylor is now, scouting. That's what's one mission for being here, I would suppose, Terry, is to see what's going on.
Yeah, when you're not the biggest guy in the world and you're going against somebody like Leroy Brown, they say weighs 380 and looks like he's every bit of it, you have to be armed with more than just physical size, and the more you know about your opponent and his tendencies, the better off you are. There's Gary's fighting back, and he knew he wasn't going to match him strength for strength, so he got out when he was a little winded.
Mike Reed has been tagged in, as has Wild Bill Irwin.
See, you have 4 seconds to get out of the ring. You know, when there's a tag, you have 4 seconds transition from one man in and the other man out. And you can see how these champions take advantage of that. So both of them are in on the guy. I tell you, it's stretching the rules. It's legal, but boy, it really is marginal. And there he is using those boots. I don't know exactly how they're made or whatever they are, but they are awful hard. I know that.
They're awfully borderline, I would say. Very unorthodox in any event. There's another tag. Brown and Irwin have a very unusual chemistry, Terry. They mesh very well, and I think that's got to be a compliment to General Skandar Akbar in all reality.
Certainly is. They're both big men. You got Wild Bill, I think, is a little more agile, but that Leroy Brown is so big. They just keep coming and they keep coming. I see that they keep tagging in out. That Mike Reed needs to get out of there, but they're not letting him, which is smart wrestling.
And they're keeping him on their half of the ring, keeping him neutralized. There's a vicious backbreaker. Now the tag had been made.
380 pounds down on you. I'm sorry. That's it.
Well, Terry, I got one thing to ask you. What's it going to take to beat Bad Leroy Brown and Wild Bill Irwin for those tag titles?
In all honesty, I think it's going to be Jim Duggan and myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you hear that prediction. Terry, thanks for being with us. I know you've got to get ready for a busy schedule. We appreciate you dropping by. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got more exciting action. The Fantastics take on Jack Victory and Mike George after you hear this from the exciting Universal Wrestling Federation.
These are the monster trucks that everyone's talking about.
You've seen them on national television and in the nation's leading hot rod magazines.
Now you can experience the heavy horsepower of these spectacular monster machines with the exciting home video cassette, Battle of the Monster Truck.
You'll see Bigfoot,
USA 1,
Monster Beth,
Frankenstein,
Rolling Thunder, and many more.
Feel the excitement of spectacular car-crushing drag races,
flame-throwing funny cars,
wheelie trucks,
dragster tractors,
hard on-screen monster,
and exciting mud bog racing.
Millions of spectators are jamming arenas to see these monster machines. Now you can enjoy the action at home on video cassette.
Battle of the Monster Trucks, not available in video stores.
So order yours today through this special TV offer. Call now 1-800-648-5000 to get your VHS or beta copy of Battle of the Monster Trucks for just $29.95 plus $3 shipping and handling. Order now and get a monster truck toy at no extra cost. Save COD charges by using your Visa or MasterCard. Call 1-800-648-5000. Call now.
Your second tag team event of the evening features first from Hollywood, California, weighing 250 pounds, Jack Victory. His tag team partner for this event from St. Joe, Missouri, 275 pounds, Mike George.
ZZ Top in the background, sharp-dressed men, and they're on their way to the ring. Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton, the Fantastics, will battle Jack Victory and Mike George here. And this one, before it's all over, could very easily be reminiscent of a bunkhouse brawl, with the exception that these men don't have on their cowboy boots or their jeans or their belts and their buckles. Some are wearing hats, leather gloves, tape fists. Those bunkhouse brawls are going to be something to behold. You get the opportunity. We hope that you will join us for those phenomenal matchups. Also, that special feature, the video Christmas card, as it were, later in the hour. I think you're really going to like that, from Joel Watts. And this very important tag team matchup between two teams that are really fighting to move right up the ladder and get a shot at the team that we saw just moments ago, Bad Leroy Brown and Wild Bill Irwin, the reigning tag team champions. A lot of excitement in the air here tonight. David Allen Coe next door at Billy Bob's Texas, world's largest honky-tonk. A lot of the guys are going to be seeing David at DAC after the event tonight. National television tapings are always something exciting. Hope you can join us wherever it may be around this great land of ours. And don't forget, in the upcoming weeks right here on this television station, the plans for the World Tour, the 1987 World Tour, coming your way. And we'll have the details right here in just the next few weeks. Some major announcements as Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton have fans in all shapes and sizes. They love the Fantastics because they take time to be with the fans. And we should be having our introductions momentarily and get this great tag team battle underway. Young or old, male or female, they respect and like the Fantastics. And I'm really looking forward to this matchup. It should be a great one. Two fine tag teams, very opposite strategies, very different strengths. It should be a great matchup right here. This match sanctioned by the Universal Wrestling Federation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the former UWF Tag Team Champions from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, combined weight 420 pounds, Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers, the Fantastics. This event is for one fall or television time remaining.
Those two young men, originally Bobby Fulton from Chillicothe, Ohio. Wanted to wish his family and loved ones in that area a very Merry Christmas. Tommy Rogers sends along his best wishes for a Happy New Year and a joyous holiday season to his family. I know many of them living in the great state of Florida. Christmas just around the corner. We thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I'm sure everyone's extremely busy right now getting ready for the holidays to join us here on Power Pro Wrestling. And I think you're going to really enjoy this tag team matchup as Big Mike George, a 275-pound former North American and United States Tag Team Champion. He's from St. Joe, Missouri. Mike owns and operates a gymnasium in St. Joe. He gets to get back to it from time to time when his wrestling schedule permits. Nice arm drag takedown here. Now, without being redundant from weeks gone by, the Fantastics here quite obviously need to use their speed and their quickness. I think that's the route to beat George in victory. They also have that tenure. They've teamed for quite some time. They know each other extremely well. On the other hand, Victory and George, even though they're very talented individuals, they haven't had the opportunity to team as often nor as long. Great teamwork. Patented Fantastics here on Power Pro Wrestling. Remember, this match one fall or TV time remaining. What a great athletic maneuver by Tommy Rogers. One of the most unsung pure athletes in this sport is Tommy Rogers, and I've got to think that he's got the greatest drop kick in wrestling. Now, there was a tag. The referee didn't see the tag. Now, I don't know if he'll even allow the tag or not, but it was there. And he's not going to allow it. Tommy Gilbert was down counting the shoulders of Rogers and is not going to allow the tag. Sudden quick, Tommy Rogers with the overhand wrist lock and a tag to his partner, Bobby Fulton. And Fulton on that second rope, strutting his stuff, but more importantly, getting a lot of extra momentum from that second rope. Side headlock, firmly applied by Tommy Rogers. Remember, it's Mike George has replaced Jack Victory in the Victory-Tatum combination. John Tatum convalescing very well, I might say, rehabilitating from those broken legs. That drop kick by Rogers with such force it sent George right into his partner. It's like the run and shoot offense of football against the grind them out philosophy of football. Two varying styles, but both can be very effective. Mike George, such a powerful man. And as is Tommy Rogers, who's in just marvelous condition for this contest. As Jack Victory having some sort of conversation with the fans, the great fans here in the Metroplex. I don't know of any greater wrestling fans in the world than the Metroplex, and we're so proud to be a part of this tremendous community, Dallas-Fort Worth area. Hope the fans are enjoying our program on our flagship station, Greg Gaylord Station, the Super Ones, KTVT and Channel 11, right here in the Metroplex. Hard body slam by Victory. Now Victory and George are tagging in and out. And look at Rogers, look at that strength. Tommy Rogers, like a man possessed, and Fulton slamming the 275-pound Mike George. There's a drop kick. Boy, these two young men are just dynamic. Rogers showing his strength because George tried to get out of that body slam, and most certainly, but Rogers just powered him up there and held him. Victory got a taste of it as well. But best I remember, Jack Victory really didn't have any business in the ring. He wasn't tagged. And Victory seems to be the more vocal of the two. Speaking of him and his partner, and it was Victory who was really having a verbal barrage with referee Tommy Gilbert. Now there was a tag. You know, he's going right by the letter of the law, and I can't fault that. And there he saw the tag. You know, a lot of the fans, I say, well, you know, what's the difference? Well, there's a lot of difference. There's rules. We're trying to maintain a little law and order. Perhaps these bunkhouse brawls will get a little bit of the fight, the street fight attitude out of some of these guys, but I doubt it. At least it'll be one way to vent their physical frustrations. That'll certainly be the case on the First Blood I Quit bunkhouse brawls. Don't miss those. Fantastics working like a well-oiled machine. Drop kick by Bobby Fulton, excuse me. Rogers setting himself, just can't wait to get back in the ring. Rogers is a bundle of energy. Somebody's knocking there, Jack. And a right hand. Special delivery for Jack Victory. No Christmas seals on those knuckles. Arm twist by Bobby Fulton. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this match is one fall or television time remaining. If we have to take a commercial break before this match concludes, we'll keep our tape and keep taping, and we will bring the outcome of the match to you, and we'll be taking that commercial break in approximately 60 seconds. Blatant infraction of the rules by Victory. I say that with no surprise. Now there was a tag. I think the referee saw that one. And a drop kick. And Victory certainly felt that one. Lateral press by Tommy Rogers. And Rogers and Fulton looking so superb on this Power Pro Wrestling program. Hammerlock. And Victory certainly does not like the predicament that he is in at this point in time. Strong statement by Cowboy Bill Watts, very to the point, and I think very accurate in his assessment not only of the bunkhouse brawls and the mismatches that we've been encountering, but also his reasoning behind the situation involving Terry Gordy and the Universal title. I think very valid. I know a controversial point. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just been notified we've got to take a commercial timeout. We'll keep the cameras taping, and we'll be right back with more Power Pro Wrestling. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Power Pro Wrestling. Jim Ross back with you at the Cowtown Coliseum. And there is Art Cruz, who was not even scheduled to be wrestling on this program, but as a friend of Victory and George, apparently just wanted to come to the ring and get a closer look. Now, if you believe that, I'd like to think that's what he's there for. Hopefully that's what he will be there for, and that alone. And a cheap shot to Bobby Fulton from the outside by Jack Victory and Mike George. Now watch this big hammer go to work. George saw what, and wait a minute, there's Chavo Guerrero. I think I got a glimpse of Chavo Guerrero there on the outside. And Art Cruz, this is no lumberjack match. Art Cruz tossing Bobby Fulton back in the ring. Now, as we all know, Chavo Guerrero is one of the men that is most irate about these mismatches, and a man that's certainly looking forward to the bunkhouse brawls. So if Mr. Cruz, Victory, and George thought they were going to be 3-on-2, then that assumption was just that. A tag has been made. Thus far, it has been strictly 2-on-2. We'll keep our eye out for that. Right hands, fist and fire on Power Pro Wrestling. Important rankings on the line in this matchup. Tag team standings and the one-loss record, so very important in any sport. Pro wrestling being no different. These two teams want a victory in the worst way. Victory kicking away at Bobby Fulton and that Chavo Guerrero over there just to make sure things stay on the up and up. Fulton kicking away. Jack Victory, who quickly tags Bobby Fulton. And Fulton, with every ounce of energy that he can muster, crawling to his corner. But he didn't make it. And Mike George comes in, cuts him off from tagging his partner. And it's the big hammer of the George Victory team, Mike George, clubbing away at Bobby Fulton of the Fantastics here on Power Pro Wrestling. Whoa, those right hands are stinging. And there's lefts and rights. And Fulton, he just didn't trip. It was out of the camera shot, but Art Cruz and Chavo Guerrero. And Art Cruz now with fisticuffs on the outside. And this thing is breaking down. Chavo is there. Chavo putting Art Cruz in the ring. It's Rogers with George and Fulton now getting him a piece of George. And now Rogers going over to Victory. The referee's calling for the bell. Boy, this broken down into a six-man tag match. A reversal. Chavo Guerrero on top of Art Cruz, and they pin Cruz. All right, Art Cruz got involved and got pinned. The Fantastics with a victory in the book, and we'll be back with closing comments and our special Christmas video after this timeout.
Now you can get rid of your bug-exterminating arsenal with Super Bug Away, the quick, safe, clean, odor-free way of ridding your home of bugs and pests. Super Bug Away's scientifically proven ultrasonic sound waves affect the nervous system of bugs and pests, causing them pain and discomfort, forcing them to leave your home. Super Bug Away is 100% electric, and its ultrasonic sound cannot be heard by humans and household pets, except hamsters, gerbils, and mice. Your dogs, cats, and birds are completely safe with Super Bug Away. No more chemicals and sprays which can be harmful to your family and pets. No more dead bugs or rodents to discover and dispose of. Super Bug Away is also ideal for restaurants, hospitals, garages, and nursing homes. Super Bug Away is safe and effective and will rid your surroundings of fleas, mice, rats, roaches, flies, crickets, silverfish, water bugs, and most other pests.
Call toll-free 1-800-453-3307. To save COD charges, use your credit card or send check or money order for $29.95 plus $3 shipping and handling to Super Bug Away, Box 804G, Dallas, Texas. Satisfaction guaranteed. Call 1-800-453-3307. Operators are standing by for your call.
This is the season to be married. This is time to be happy. This is time to be with your family. And I have something to say. I want to wish everybody a very happy and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But you know what? My New Year is not over because I have something to settle with one Jack Victory. Now, Mr. Tatum, he got in an accident. I don't wish that on anybody, believe me. But, Mr. Tatum, I hope that you get well soon because the sooner that you get better, the sooner I can take care of business. I haven't forgotten. Now, Jack Tatum, you go out and you're very crafty. You get a Mike George. Every time I wrestle you, you have a Mike George. You have a Tatum. You have somebody else. Well, brother, I have plans too. Remember the Alamo? I hate to say this, but I have plans too. And they're going to come around. And Mr. Jack Victory, when we get in the ring, I'm going to give you your Christmas present. Whether it be on top of the head, whether it be in the belly, it don't matter what town. Merry Christmas to everybody. Jack Victory, you're mine.
Oh, yeah, I can picture it all right now. Everybody's at home right now, and the mother, she's done went out and she's bought all of the food, so she's going to stay up all night long on Christmas Eve and cooking and everything. And all the kids, they already made out all the little letters that they're sending to Santa Claus. We know this is the greatest time of year, ho, 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 and all that good stuff. But we've got a big Christmas list made out, and at the top of it, we got Missy's Christmas list from Sting, Steiner, and Eddie. And Missy, who is the first person that is on your Christmas list? What a great time of year to be giving stuff.
Yeah, I know, and that's Dark Journey. There's a lot of stuff that I want to give you. And hey, we all got a little present just for you, Dark Journey.
That's right, because, see, Missy Link and Dark Journey, we like giving stuff. We like giving paint, we like giving pain, like when you take hold of Missy Link and drop him on his head, Stinger comes with his clothesline, and ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, Dark Journey and Missy Link from Hot Stuff and Hot.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Power Pro Wrestling. We've got a few more moments here. We'd like to recap the hour. It's been an exciting hour, I think. We've seen a great tag team combination in Wild Bill Irwin and Bad Leroy Brown, UWF Tag Team Champions. Also, what a matchup we just saw, the Fantastics with an official victory over Mike George and Jack Victory here on Power Pro Wrestling. Some very interesting statements were made earlier in the hour by the president of the Universal Wrestling Federation, Cowboy Bill Watts. Very to the point, very concise, and I also think very accurate in his assessment of the 2-on-1 situations and, of course, the addressing the situation that the Universal Wrestling Federation has had to make. And it's a statement that I think that the fans have wanted from Cowboy Bill Watts. He delivered that message regarding the situation with Terry Gordy and the Universal Heavyweight Championship. I want to thank Terry Taylor for being with us during the course of the hour. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very joyous time of the year for us all. As I mentioned in the hour, we do appreciate you taking the time to be with us in this very busy holiday season. We couldn't send everybody a Christmas card, but what we have done is prepared a sort of an audio Christmas card. The wrestling fans that watch our program, we certainly appreciate and cherish your loyal viewership. We hope you have a joyous Christmas. We'll see you next week, and we're going to close with this Christmas wish to you.
Hi, I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tommy.
We're the Fantastics.
And we'd just like to wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Crackheads there, Tommy Gilbert. Now Chavo all the way to the top. Whoa, what a move!
What a move.
Victory into the elbow.
Hi, my name is Chavo, and I want to wish everybody out there a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And like they say in my country, Feliz Navidad y un próspero año 1987. Thank you very much.
My name is Jeff Race. I want to wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.
St. Louis, Missouri, at 235 pounds, the Iceman, King Parsons.
Yeah, hello everybody, I'm the Iceman, King Parsons. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Can you dig it? Have mercy.
This is Gary Young with the Universal Wrestling Federation, wishing all the people in Houston, Texas, and Texas all around a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
From Vero Beach, Florida, at 235 pounds, Terry Taylor.
Hi, I'm Terry Taylor, and I want to take this opportunity to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody out there that watches TV on wrestling and everybody else too. Mama put on the turkey. I'm on my way home.
Walking in a winter wonderland. Ho, ho, ho. Old Santa Saw here, wishing everyone out there a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And you better not be naughty. Tough guy.